Miss Patti, and I'm glad you're with me today. How are you? You doing okay? Glad to hear it. I've got a great story for you today. It's Wacky Wednesday, and you know what wacky means? It means silly and crazy. And wait till you hear this story. It's about someone named Silly Sally. Look, Silly Sally. The author is Audrey Wood. The author is someone that wrote the book. Let's see what Silly Sally is going to do. Isn't that fun to say? Silly Sally. Oh, here it is. Here she is already. Oh, Silly Sally went to town, walking backwards, upside down. That looks pretty hard. I don't know if I could do that. On the way, she met a pig. A silly pig. They danced a jig. Silly Sally went to town, dancing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a dog, a silly dog. They played leapfrog. Do you know what leapfrog is? It's a fun game. You can play it outside or wherever you have a lot of room, and you bend over very small and somebody leaps over you like a frog. Leap means jump. So they jump right over you. It's a hard game, but it's fun. Silly Sally went to town, leaping backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a loon. A loon is a duck. It's a silly loon. They sang a tune. Silly Sally went to town, singing backwards, upside down. On the way, she met a sheep. Oh, a silly sheep. They fell asleep. Now, how did Silly Sally get to town? Sleeping backwards, upside down? How did she get there if she's sleeping? Along came Nettie Buttercup, walking forwards, right side up. There's Nettie Buttercup. They're all sleeping. He tickled the pig, who danced a jig. He tickled the dog, who played leapfrog. He tickled the loon, who sang a tune. He tickled the sheep, who fell asleep. See that? He tickled Sally, who woke right up. She tickled Nettie Buttercup. And that's how Sally got to town. Walking backwards, upside down. Do you see them all? They finally got to town. Did you like that story? Did you notice something about it? it had a couple of fun things in here. One thing is, it's a rhyming story. Do you know what rhyming is? Silly Sally went to town, walking backwards, upside down. Town and down rhyme. And it's also a book about opposites. Upside down, and Nettie Buttercup was right side up. What did you think about Sally's hair? Was it pretty silly too? Have you ever had silly hair or crazy hair? Look at Sally's hair. Look. So I have a fun project for you today. It's about Silly Sally and her crazy hair. Look what I made. Do you see all of her crazy hair? Whoa! When she's upside down, it's all going silly crazy, just like in the story. I'm going to show you how to make this so you can make it at home. You only need a few things. Maybe you have them around the house. You're going to need a paper plate. You're going to need some of these. Do you know what they're called? They're called pipe cleaners. Some people call them chenille stems. I call them pipe cleaners. You're going to need some beads. And that's what this is. This little tool right here. Your parents might have one. It's called a hole punch. They might have to help you do this part. But this is how you start. You punch some holes. Listen. It's pretty loud. You ready? Okay. I punched holes all around here. And then I took one of my pipe cleaners and I put it in the hole. Right through the hole here. Now, here's the fun part. You're going to bend it together and twist it. And you can twist the plate or you can twist the pipe cleaner. It's your choice. Do you see your long hair getting started? Now we get to choose the buttons. Now, look at the buttons I did. You see them upside down? I made patterns. Patterns are fun to make. On this one, it's yellow, green, yellow, green, yellow, green. Do you see that pattern? And look on another one. Oh, this one right here. Purple, pink, purple, pink, purple, pink. You can do a pattern if you want, or you can just put on a whole bunch of rainbow colors. Parents, you can get the beads and the pipe cleaners at the Dollar Tree. 45 pipe cleaners and 400 beads. I think that would keep them busy for a long time. Boys and girls, you can put a lot of beads on with the pipe cleaners. So now you just put your pipe cleaner right here, put the bead on, and put the beads on as many as you want. How many do you think we should put on? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Some more. 4, 5, 6. Let me put on 7. 7's my favorite number. I put 7 beads on. Now, this is tricky, but I know you can do it. Take a pencil, and you're going to take your pipe cleaner and twist it around your pencil. You have to hold your pencil right there with your thumb. And you twist this around and around. This is what makes the silly hair. Around and around. And then you slowly, ready? You slowly pull it off. And look what you made. A big curly hair. Do you see it? And now the beads won't fall off because you've curled the hair. So you can make somebody that looks just like you maybe. I made this as Silly Miss Patti. After I put all of my hair on and my beads, I gave myself 2 eyes. Do you see? I used buttons. I have blue eyes, so I used blue buttons. I gave myself a pink nose, and then I used a marker and drew a mouth. You can do it any way you want. You can use markers or buttons, or maybe you can think of something else. Maybe you have some big beads. Or, oh, look, I have some big beads right here that would make a big brown eye. So you can use your glue, and you can glue on some eyes. Look, you see? I just put some glue on the plate, and then put the button on. This is purple glue so you can see it. I'm doing it upside down because this is an upside down face. There it is. But I can't let go yet. The glue's not dry. There. And I bet you can make a really silly hair. Look. And you can name it after yourself. And then you can be walking around upside down. I know some of you like to go to the playground or the park and swing upside down on the monkey bars, don't you? You little monkeys. Upside down is fun. Well, our time here together is over for Wacky Wednesday, and I will be back next Wednesday with another wacky story for you. So I'm going to say, friends, from my heart to your heart, I wish you well. Bye-bye.